Explanation of a neuron diagram, including the key parts and their functions. Diagram of a neuron times dendrites, branch-like structures extending out from the cell body. Dendrites receive signals, information, from other neurons and transmit them toward the cell body. Think of these as the neuron's ears. Times cell body, soma the main hub of the neuron, it contains the nucleus, which holds the neuron's genetic information. The cell body processes the information received from the dendrites and maintains the neuron's structure. Times axon, a long, thin fiber extending away from the cell body. The axon transmits the electrical signal from the cell body to other neurons or muscles. You can think of this as the neuron's voice. Times myelin sheath, a fatty insulating layer wrapped around many axons. It helps speed up the transmission of electrical signals along the axon. Times axon terminals, the very tips of the axon form small branches. These terminals contain neurotransmitters, the chemicals that allow the neuron to communicate with other neurons. Times synapse, the tiny gap between the axon terminal of one neuron and the dendrite of another neuron. This is where neurotransmitters are released to pass signals between neurons. How neural signals work. 1. Reception. A neuron receives chemical signals from other neurons through its dendrites. 2. Processing. The cell body processes the incoming signals. If the signal is strong enough, it triggers an electrical impulse called an action potential. 3. Transmission. The action potential travels down the axon. 4. Communication. The axon terminals release neurotransmitters across the synapse to the dendrites of the next neuron. This triggers a new cycle in the connected neuron.